Ready? What's up, Mastodon family? We're back. Episode 10, week 9. My name's John Diedrich. I'm here with...
Hello, I'm Haven Wankerl.
This week, we're recapping our Louis Loyola trip. We were in Chicago. First of all, handwriting, okay? Who was it today? It wasn't me. Haven did the honors. Looks pretty solid. I think my handwriting's a little bit better. Hot take. We got the Mastodon logo. Give it 1 out of 10. I'm going to go with a solid... I'm going to go with a number.
Solid 10, probably. It looks pretty intimidating.
It looks pretty intimidating. I'll give it a solid 8.5. It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to go it's better than Caden's. Not a hot take. Illy Caden, I love you. But
I think it's pretty good. Pretty good handwriting, too. Kind of got some Easter eggs up there.
Some Easter eggs. If you can figure it out, I'll give you a high five. But as Caden said, because he's blonde as well, I'm here with the other blonde baddie.
That's me.
That came out of Caden's mouth. So
BB2.
We're here, episode 10, week 9. Yeah, I'm here with Haven. We're gonna start with Chicago. We went 1-on-1 on the weekend. We took a pretty tough loss against Lewis, but we bounced back and got a huge win over Loyola. Kind of talk me through how you were feeling, what you were seeing out there.
Yeah, I feel like going into the weekend, we had some pretty high hopes, some really good energy in the gym here in Gates, and then going into Chicago, we really brought that energy with us. Didn't quite get the result we wanted the first night, and then kind of rallied back, had some really great practices in the Loyola gym, and took home a pretty sweet dub, good ranked top 10 win,
Yeah, I think with Lewis, they're a good team. Everybody in the MIVA is a good team, so they came out ready to go. We were a little lackadaisical on a couple plays, but they took that win. I think, our Loyola practices were insane, and they were really fun, really intense. And then Loyola having a good team as they do, us coming out and just firing was a lot of fun to watch, for sure. So talk me through those practices. What was the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a really big emphasis on energy and kind of bringing the competitive nature out of us. And I think we had a couple guys step up, really talk a little bit of smack, kind of get the gears going. And once there's a lot of momentum in the competitive gym, it's hard to stop. We're really getting after each other, hitting balls pretty hard, making big block moves, and just really wanting to win. And I think that reflected on our game on Saturday as well.
Yeah, it's always fun to watch everybody talk smack. It's my favorite thing to do is talk smack. I know everybody is pretty hard-headed, so they can, they can take it, I think. Sometimes I say stuff where I'm like, I don't know. They seem a little bit upset, but they were good. Really good win against Loyola. Now we're on spring break, still getting in the gym, grinding. We have Ohio State on Saturday. How are you feeling? How's this week? How are we going to prepare for Ohio State? Game 2 of Ohio State. We lost first game.
Game 2 Ohio State. I feel like we got a pretty big chip on our shoulder going to the Cavalli Center last time. That was a winnable game, and we definitely didn't show up the way we wanted to. So now we've got a little bit of momentum. We're just kind of have that avalanche and build onto itself. Really kind of going to try and grow exponentially this weekend and gain some more momentum going into the back half of the season.
Yeah, for sure. And talk to me, because I think, we've had some tough losses, some good wins. Talk to me about the bench mob.
Whoa.
Because I think we are number 1 in the country for bench mob, and it's not even close. And right here, I have the leader of the bench mob talking some smack, getting the crowd involved. Tell me how that is. Tell me what goes through your mind, how you get everybody, going, how you get, you had the Loyola alumni come down behind our bench talking smack because of how impactful you were. Talk me through that.
Absolutely. I think that's probably the question I've been waiting for. And I appreciate you not saying that that we are the number 1 bench in the MIVA. I think going straight to in the country is probably the right choice.
Absolutely.
I think, talking smack is really an important part of the game. I think that that's what we've been doing in practice, really, to try and harden ourselves up. And seeing the effect that has on other players is really It's really a big part of the game. Always try and be creative when I'm trying to get into the other team's head and really be like, I'll talk smack to anybody. You know, obviously I'm on the bench, so you can always talk smack to me about that. But I'm really happy for it to go both ways. I got a couple guys in the crowd involved. There were some younger kids. There were some older alumni. I mean, it was really a whole community thing there. At the end of the game, we did have probably like the how many guys do you think that was coming down from the stands?
That was a whole team. I think it was a whole team.
Yeah,
There was like 15. It felt like 100 guys. The amount of how loud they got,
yeah.
but I think it was probably between 15 to 20.
Hmm.
A solid 15 to 20 of one team, and it was gnarly to say the least. That they were just going
Yeah,
crazy, and then you
yeah,
were just firing back. You were solo.
yeah.
You usually have Caden, but you stepping in doing solo dolo, getting
Yeah. I mean, there was a
absolutely
pretty big
like
loss on the bench this weekend. Yeah, Caden, unfortunately, having to step away from the bench, having to take a new role on the court,
on the
on the
court.
court, whatever that is.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so I did have to. I was kind of running solo squads out there for a little bit. Had to stand down against a whole group of team, a whole team. One thing I'm a little bit disappointed with them about is I was talking smack when we were tied, when we were down, and when we were up, and I really didn't hear back from them when we were up too much. I wish I'm there for the love of the game, the love of the sport, and I wish they could have competed all the way to the end, just like the actual players on the court did. You know?
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, I agree. You have to be consistent, and
Mm-hmm.
when you're not consistent, then none of your none of your points are valid. When you're
Mm-hmm.
talking smack, but you go quiet when you're down, it's just a sign of weakness.
It is just like one of my role models, Raul Papaleo Jr. always says, they only talk when they're down, or they only talk when they're up. I'm sorry, and only talking when you're up. That's really a sign of weakness. It shows that like you're not really like mentally there, and that you're only riding that high, and that you're really not like a trash talker for life.
Mhm.
You know, kind of like a kind of a poser in that field.
10 out of 10 bench mob right here for
Absolutely.
sure, the leader. So when you get talking smack, and then when you have your opportunity to go into the court, how does that transfer over, do you think? Because have all that energy, and then you go in and you have that short chop serve, or you go in and play middle. Like how does that transfer over? Do you think it
Absolutely.
does?
Well, I mean, first of all, you're kind of blowing my cover with that short chop serve right there. It's kind of my
You're
secret
right. My
weapon.
bad.
You know,
My bad.
we might have other teams in the Miva watching this. But yeah, I think first of all, like talking trash kind of keeps me involved in the game. You kind of have to like pay attention to everything with all the players going on both sides of the court to get involved in that. But then when I do step on, when I do have my chance, my shot, I always try and like ground myself and start like within, and then kind of like build that out. So the first couple points, I'll really try and like kind of even just like get used to the lighting and get used to like my new position. And then after I have 1 or 2 points down, then I'll try and like start, like joking with the team, and then push that onto the other side of the other side of the net. If I get the chance, if I make a play or two, I'll definitely chip some under the net. But I try and like keep it grounded at first, keep my base within me, and then explore from there.
Great. Keep talking about volleyball here. Senior year, you come from Duville, coming transferring over last year to PFW. You wanted that little bit, I think, more competitive level of volleyball. How does that affect you? How was that transition? And also, like, where's your mindset as you're the only senior? How does it play a role in leadership, and also like preparing yourself for what's after?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that was a really big change. I'm really glad that I did make that step up. Definitely had opportunities to see a lot higher level of competition. As for being a leader on the court, I try and do it. Or as for being a leader on the team, I try and do it in every way that I can, whether that's on the court in practice, or just even in like little small things. I try and give as many, little pieces of advice to the freshmen, the younger guys that I can. I think it does help coming from like another school, because I do have a little bit more perspective on how programs can be run and how just like different coaches manage things, so I can have a little bit more of a complete answer for some of the younger guys. Uh, yeah, definitely just trying to like leave a positive impact on this team this year, as it is my final year here. So yeah, just looking for any way that I can do that. Really.
Is it weird sitting here now, like last couple months, senior year? Does it go by quick? How was it? How was your last 4 years looking for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I feel like it was just yesterday that I was getting my first like college recruiting calls, and then it feels like it was still just yesterday when I was getting recruited calls to come here. And looking back, that was 4 and 2 years ago. So it really goes by in a breeze. I can't believe we're already at the end of the line for this part of my journey in volleyball. Really excited for what comes next. So,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
mhm.
I think it's important, obviously, and it's interesting that you're the only senior this year. I think that's kind of a rare thing, but it's been cool to see you and everybody else kind of growing as a team because our team culture from where we started this year till now is like completely different. So, of course, seeing you and everybody else involved has been fun. Okay, volleyball talk is up. We're gonna move away from volleyball a little bit, and I
Okay.
think you're gonna know what's coming.
Oh boy.
We play video
Yes,
games as a team,
we do.
individually and as a team.
Hmm.
We play a lot of Among Us, and that is an
Yeah.
elite game.
Hmm.
Talk to me through who the best is, who the worst is, and just tell me what the competition level is.
I'd say, I mean, some of those questions are pretty obvious if you know the team. I'd say the competition level really varies greatly. We've got a lot of like really high players. We call them like top thinkers. Then we have some bottom thinkers, you might say. The bottom thinker probably goes to like we have like Mr. Myers, Mr. Andrew Myers, or like Jaggy Sensuela, JP Candrian. I don't think top thinker would necessarily be as controversial. Like you say top thinker and like Haven Wankerl are kind of synonyms. That's pretty we all know. I definitely make some pretty good plays in Among Us. I never get caught as the imposter. And I'm always really good at catching the imposters when I'm a crewmate. So
So you think you're a top player?
absolutely.
I think I see Mr. and Shaggy at the bottom as well.
Yeah.
Not a hot take at all.
Mhm.
I think Caden does a solid mix, and then he'll get into it, be loud, and then the second he dies, he goes quiet. So it's pretty
Mhm.
interesting.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to say Ben Rocky is a top player for sure.
That's a hot
Um,
take right there.
that's not a
Yeah,
hot
it's a
take.
very
Ben
hot take
Rocky's
right
pretty
there.
goated. It's kind
Yep.
of insane.
Mhm.
I caught you red-handed on
You
the
didn't do
bus.
anything. Nope.
I caught you immediately.
Absolute guess. Nope.
But I think watching the guys play and playing has been like the most fun on a bus because of just how intense we are.
Yeah.
Um, you know, I don't know. I think Among Us is just an elite game.
I mean, it's got to be one of the best games ever. I think it's really fun to be sitting in complete silence in the bus for like 4 or 5 minutes and then just hear everyone completely erupt into screams. That's got to
The
be.
moment somebody hits the emergency
Yep.
button or finds a dead body and everybody starts screaming is
Yep.
top 5 moment ever.
It's just all accusations, usually no proof. That's just my favorite.
Zero proof, and then Ben Rocky gets voted out for absolutely no reason every single time.
It's always a smart call to do that. Yep.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
I guess we have to get rid of Ben Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah.
The goat just has to,
He's too
the
powerful.
goat retires sometimes,
Mhm.
and Michael Jordan couldn't play basketball forever. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like Messi can't play soccer forever. Ben Rocky can't play Among Us forever sometimes, and it's just
That's
I
how
don't
it
know what
goes.
to tell you,
That's
man. I
how
don't
it
know.
goes.
I don't know
Really,
what to tell
yep.
you. All right, so man, where do you put Brody? Because some people have Brody at the bottom, some people have Brody at the top, some people
Brody's
have Jean
tough.
P at the bottom, some people have Jean P at the top.
I'll definitely say Brody's tough to place because I feel like as a crewmate, he's not too aggressive, but as an imposter, he really kind of slips under the radar. He's super hard to vote out because I feel like he always has just enough of an excuse or an alibi to get away,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'll just kind of go in and like you'll do one task and all of a sudden there's 3 bodies in the ground and you're getting voted out somehow. So I'd say as an imposter, he's got to be one of the top thinkers, but as a crewmate, he's right in the middle of the pack.
Then that's interesting. That's pretty good takes, honestly. Pretty good
Thank you.
takes. All right, what about any other video games? What do you do outside of volleyball?
Outside of volleyball, I mean, we're going to hoop at St. Joe's a little bit. I don't play too many video games. We talked about Terraria a little bit. That is got to be an
That's
all-time video game.
Yeah, it's top 5
For
me.
sure. Top 5, Terraria,
Top 5.
Stardew Valley.
It's a good game too.
I don't know if you know that one.
I play that game, but not as much as Terraria is just for me. It's just like unmatched.
For sure. The new update too. Have yet to get to it.
Same.
Maybe that'll be what my spring break project is not getting
New
ahead on
world.
schoolwork and beating the Moon Lord with new weapons.
That's not a hot take, honestly. You
That's
know,
what it's gonna be.
that's funny. All right. Well, do you have anything else to add to the video?
I mean, no. I mean, just me, top thinker out.
Top thinker, bench mob, go. What are you not good at? Because right now I'm hearing that you're good at Among Us. You're good at absolutely
Yeah.
making kids cry.
On the Purdue 4-win volleyball team, I'd say I'm pretty much, yeah. I mean, what else is there on the volleyball team besides like bench mob and Among Us? I can't really think of anything else that you would need to be good at.
I have
for
no idea,
Purdue
to be honest.
volleyball.
I have no idea.
So yeah, I'd
I
say
think
those are the main two things on the team.
Yeah, I heard you're pretty good at grass volleyball, is what
So
Caden told me as well.
yep.
Your twin,
Mm-hmm,
your
mm-hmm.
twin. So, I mean, those three things are the only things important. So I
That's
think
all that matters.
pretty good. But,
Yeah,
all right, I think that's it for me. All good.
all good.
Anything else?
That's it. Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you for having me, John Dietrich.
Of course, we got Chicago trip in the books, 1-1. Ohio State coming up. Our one game this weekend. Come out if you're around. For sure, come out. I mean, you're not doing anything else, right? Except for going to the game on Saturday. So, well, that's a wrap. Week 10, or episode 10, excuse me, week 9. Again, I'm John Diedrich here with Haven Wankerl. Thanks for coming in. And as always, go Dons.
Go Downs.